Thank you and good evening. Tonight, as we said, we're talking with Mr. Ian Smith. I talked from London to Mr. Smith in Salisbury in the first and indeed the only interview Mr. Smith has given since the meeting on the Tiger. Mr. Smith talked about that meeting, about his state being a police state or not, about what he thinks of the British government, and about Ian Smith. So you'll see the questions being asked in London and then hear them being answered by Mr. Smith from Salisbury. Among the audience listening to Mr. Smith here, Reginald Maudling and Patrick Keatley of The Guardian, and of course 200 more over there with us, and we want to come to them later to find out what their feelings are. When the radio link with Rhodesia finally came through after a wait in the early hours of several hours, this was how we began. Hello, Mr. Smith. Hello from London.
Good morning.
Good morning. May I begin by going back, if we may, to the events of last weekend? The British government seemed to have said through various spokesmen since then that they seem to expect you to arrive with the complete authority to settle things there and then. Were they right to think that?
I must in all fairness say that this was a request that was made to me, but I did make it clear at the first possible opportunity that after consultation with my cabinet, this was something to which I could not commit myself. I believe this was a fair position for me because, after all, the British government were putting their considered proposals before me, and I was as yet not aware of what these proposals were.
But did you feel, when you left the Tiger, that you were under an obligation to commend the document to your colleagues?
There can be no doubt about this. There is a record of what took place, and the record very clearly states that, as I myself was unable to accept the terms for return to constitutionality, I obviously could not commend them to my cabinet.
I see. So that when Mr. Wilson left the Tiger, he knew you wouldn't be commending them?
That is correct. I said that I would place them before my cabinet, and I would wait for their answer.
And why in that case did you sign or initial the document?
Well, if you read the paper that I signed, it simply states that this document was the result of our meeting on HMS Tiger, and I gave an undertaking to return to Rhodesia and place the proposals before my cabinet. This I agreed to do, and therefore I signed the document.
I see. It's just that the word has come back from Rhodesia that you or your government have since described it as a repellent document, and therefore one wouldn't naturally think of one signing what one considered to be a repellent document.
I quite frankly didn't see any reason for signing this document, but Mr. Wilson was very keen to have a signed document to record this rather memorable meeting with the signature of Sir Humphrey Gibbs. So I, in the end, didn't want to upset this little thought that he had in his mind, and providing it did not commit me, I agreed to sign. I think that this was fair and reasonable behavior on my part.
You mean you think that Mr. Wilson regarded as a sort of souvenir of a memorable meeting?
Well, I suppose an historic document to which he was very keen to have signatures appended. But there is no doubt that the signature did not commit me to accepting it. It only committed me to placing it before my cabinet.
I see. And what specific concessions did you get from Mr. Wilson on board the Tiger? What things are there in that document that were concessions by Mr. Wilson then?
Oh, I must say
Sample complete. Ready to continue?